Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Cosma, and I am a wannabe VTuber, inspiring VTuber, and I like to go through animations, whether they be from TV series, animes, movies, or even animatics. And speaking of animatics, that's what we're going to be reacting to today. I am going to be reacting to Dangerous Animatic, a new one that came out about 2 months ago or so. They did an amazing job, and I just love how they did this animatic. It feels more like an actual animation than an animatic. For those who don't know, animatics are kind of like a storyboard that's moving. So storyboards like thumbnails to get the flow for movies and animations. They kind of help animators see how the flow should be in a sequence or in a scene. And I'm really excited to show this. This creator, let me look to see what their name is. Give me one moment. So the creator of this animatic it goes by Zieru. I'm gonna post their channel in the description down below. Give them a like and a follow and subscribe to them. They are an amazing animator. This is a really phenomenal animation, and we'll see in just a second. With this animation, I'm going to do like a rundown of what caught my eye. Really excited, and I hope you guys are too. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, now before I get started, I just wanted to point out what this animation is inspired by. It is inspired by Epic the Musical, written and composed by Jorge Rivera Franz. He is an amazing guy. He's also a big nerd. And he made this amazing musical. This is a concept musical. And so it's not like officially on Broadway or anything like that. So it's just a guy who loves creating stories and worked with other people who loved creating stories. It's an amazing series. It's Epic the Musical is a fun retelling of the Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey. And I think this is a really great way to kind of get into the Odyssey. The reason why I say that is I remember reading the Odyssey in high school, and it was hard for me to read, and I couldn't just fathom, like I couldn't imagine anything and stuff. And so this is a good I think introduction to the story. It's again retelling by Jorge, and so I think somewhere he mentioned for students who are like in high school or who are learning about the Odyssey, not to use his musical as spark notes, which I think is smart and also kind of funny. But you know, if you don't know anything about the story and like musicals, this is a really good way of kind of getting yourself into it, getting yourself immersed. And so I'm really excited to show this. What's cool about this is that this animation is from the song Dangerous, sung by Jorge and Troy. Troy is the voice of Hermes, and Jorge is the voice of Odysseus. And without further ado, let's get into it. I am going to be stopping and pausing here and there to kind of pinpoint what I thought was very fascinating about this animatic. So if that bothers you at all, I would highly recommend you watching the original animatic first and then coming back to this video to see the deep dive. But so here we go.
100 men, 600 deaths under my command, 'cause I had one goal in mind. No fleet, no band, only this raft that I made by hand. How will I I reach my homeland.
All you have to do is not open this bag.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. So, I watched this a couple times to kind of deep dive into this. What I think is really unique is this this animator is very good at putting in little details. So if you go back right here when he is talking about reaching his homeland, you if you look up here up on the raft, you'll see Hermes sitting down, and it's just a quick little second, but it kind of shows you the flow of going into the next scene. So if you look closely,
I reach my homeland, homeland, homeland.
I don't know, you saw that he sat down, and then you hear Hermes
All you have
talking.
to do is not open this bag.
Hermes?
And another thing that I love about this animator is that they are using types of animation to show movement. And so you don't need a lot of keyframes to show a lot of movement, which I think is awesome. So in here, you see the swishing motion. Let me see if I can pause it.
Hermes?
Yeah. Anyway, they use these swishing motions. And what I like is the way they're panning the character, making him float. And this creator did a really good job at showing Hermes and gravity, how flow gravity works with him, because he's floating, but you'll see his cape moving here and there, and it's the gravity is pulling his cape down, which I think is a really nice touch. You don't really see that on other animatics, and so it's just like a fun little thing that they took into consideration.
You're the one who talked to Calypso. Why are you here?
You're being given final option. Consider this your one
And using flow motion, and I love how just the way they do the storytelling. I'm sorry, I'm pausing a lot on this because there's a lot to go into this series or into this animatic. Their flow is just really, really good. And you'll see with they use these swift motions to show speed. And so one thing, I'll just dive in here for a second. One thing that I really like about this is that beginner animators, and like I'm a beginner myself, but like I've studied this enough that I can see what they're trying to do is, I think people who are trying to get into animation for the first time feel like they have to draw every frame like each moment like frame by frame, which you don't need to do that to show speed and flow. And I think that's a really awesome, this person does an amazing job at showing that. And so they have their main keyframes, and then they'll have their in-betweens, which they would add a little bit more animation to it to get that, just to make it flow a little more smoothly so it's not as choppy. This is a really good scene too.
If your plan's so great, then why'd you wait?
And what I really like too, and sorry, I'm pausing again, but what's really cool with this animator is they just add just a little touch of motion to the character, just barely moving. So still the same keyframe, but like if Hermes turns his head a little bit, you'll see his hair just move just a tad. And I love that subtle detail, and it helps a lot with the flow of the animation too.
Just say it.
Well, it's a little bit dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe.
And I again, love the cape being like the gravity pulling the cape down while Hermes is just floating there. I love that little touch of detail as well.
right, I'm in. What do I do?
First up, uncharted world.
I do like this. When they show the uncharted waters, they zoom out to show how vast the scenery is, and it just gives you it kind of just shows you where they are at the moment too in the series. Sorry, I keep thinking of like animes and stuff, but like in the sequence here, just kind of gives the audience a look of where the scene has changed.
When lost, look towards the sky. Follow the North Star, no matter how far you think you're going.
And what I like about too, right here, where he's saying, no matter how far you think you're going, you keep on rowing. You'll see Hermes like just move just a little bit, like he's stretching his hand out a little bit more, like he's pushing him further into that direction. So like I'll go back a little bit.
Towards the sky. Follow the North Star, no matter how far you think you're going, you keep on rolling. When
But yeah.
strangers look around the aisle, when danger greets you with a smile, fight your way through, do what you must do, but no matter what, keep moving, it's gonna be dangerous.
And this scene is amazing too.
Mindset change for this.
Just how the animator made it look like he's just flying with Odysseus in the sea while this just the way that they moved. Sorry, I cannot talk today. The way the motion is, just the flow of motion, this whole animatic sequence is just the way the creator did the motion is just beautifully done. Love it. And I just find it amazing that they didn't use as a lot of frames to show so much motion. And so I'm just going to go back a little bit so you can just kind of see how the flow, like how they use their scenery, how they move the background with the main character. And so a lot of panning was involved with this too. So like, here we go.
It's gonna be dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset change for this.
That's amazing.
You cannot get away with playing safe for this. You wanna get home, put it all on the line and put your all red in it. Remember every trick in your domain for this. You gotta treat it like it's the main event. You wanna get home, put it all on the line, be dangerous. And lastly, the win back.
And just, you know, the windbag moving just a little bit too, just in the breeze. Love that little tidbit as well, that little touch of detail as well.
We went through so much to get this. Keep this bag closed if you wanna get home, sir.
You won't get another time to try.
The raging storm inside won't let you get closer.
It was meant to stop you by design.
'Cause no mortal can pass Poseidon's storm. Open this bag and you'll never make it home.
And I'm pausing again real fast because there's going to be a scene in here that you'll see it's a turnaround. And just the way this animator did the turnaround is beautifully rendered and sketched out. And I don't know how to do turnarounds quite yet. I'm learning myself right now, but it's just, it flows super well. And they're just using motion again. That's their whole thing of showing key parts of the animation to catch your eye and move your eye towards the next part of the animation. So you'll see here, I'll go back. I'll explain it a little bit after this one sequence.
You'll never make it home.
Don't you know that danger is my friend? My whole life I've trained for this. I cannot tell you how much I have paid for this. I have to get home, put it all on the line.
Okay, so that whole scene, if you go back, so when I was talking about flow motion,
Make it home.
you see Athena.
Don't you know that danger is my friend? My whole life I've trained.
So when you see Athena, he's doing flashbacks right now, you'll see her owl come swoosh by from the right to the left. So pan from the right to the left. That's also showing you the turntable. So like the create.
that you you could you do you want you could do so you.
Oh my gosh, I cannot talk again. Wow, brain, ADHD, gotta love it. um, when Odysseus churning, the owl helps you shows you that flow of motion. So you'll see here in just a second. See, just keeps moving. And the background panning also makes you have that illusion of turning. So it's just just using certain frames just to show the illusion of turning is really well done here.
Put it all on the line. I'm gonna use ruthlessness. Every trick, every skill put to use for this. I plan to put an end to all the foolishness. I have to get home. Put it all on the line or be dangerous. Hermes. Thank you.
Don't thank me, friend. I'm not the one who fought for you.
Then who?
Good luck.
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, that will do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really like animatics. I'm currently working on an animatic myself with Epic Musical using the song Will Be Fine, sung with Athena and Odysseus' son, Telemachus. And I just thought that would be an easy one to get into. It's a short little song, and I'm really working on it. I am planning on posting my progress on YouTube here. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Sorry I was blabbering a little bit, but it's, even though I'm not an animator myself, I'm very amateur to say the least, but I, just really looking into animation and just kind of dissecting it myself. I've noticed little tidbits here and there. I hope you found some sort of full info and fun facts about this animatic, and please go give Zieru a follow and subscribe to their channel. They are an amazing animator. They only, have like 26,000 subscribers. Please give them some love. They just did an amazing job. And also I'll put the link to Jorge's channel as well. If you haven't heard of Epic Musical, I highly recommend it. It's on Spotify, all pretty much everywhere where you listen to music, you can listen to it there. Just an amazing story and very well done. And yeah, so if you like this, please give it a like and please subscribe if you found this at all entertaining, or if you found it inspirational at all, or found cool information that you didn't know. So have a great day. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and have a great weekend coming up. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.